Hey guys, what is up? This is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and in today's movie review, I'm going to be doing a movie review on this animated movie released in 2002, and this review is on the Powerpuff Girls movie. The Powerpuff Girls movie is based on the Cartoon Network show of the same name, the Powerpuff Girls, and this movie plays out as like a prequel to the Powerpuff Girls on how they were created and how they got started with their, with how they use their powers and all that. But anyway, so the story of the Powerpuff Girls movie goes like this. I'm gonna read it on the back of the DVD here. This full-length adventure features an animated epic so big and so funny and so spectacular that only the Powerpuff Girls can handle it. And created by a perfectly powerful experiment, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup explode into action as the new kids in Townsville. But after one enthusiastic game of tag, they nearly destroy their beloved city. Now called Social Freaks, they turn to the mysterious Mojo Jojo, played by Roger L. Jackson, aka the voice of Ghostface from Scream, and so they turn to like Mojo Jojo for help. But this sinister villain character has other plans, big plans like leading an army of evil monkeys to destroy the world. Join the celebration as the Powerpuff Girls save Townsville and the world for the very first time before bedtime. And yeah, so I recently watched this movie on DVD, and yeah, in case some of you guys are wondering, I actually recently got this DVD off of eBay. Yeah, I actually got this DVD off of eBay recently. The reason for that is because this movie's not available anywhere on streaming or digital. But hey, what's the point? Physical media should always be the best option. And yeah, so I actually got this movie on DVD recently, and I actually watched it in the car on the way here to my beach condo in Ocean City, Maryland. And yeah, for the most part, I gotta say, the Powerpuff Girls movie I thought was a great movie from Cartoon Network Studios and, of course, from Warner Brothers. And yeah. And in case some of you guys are wondering, I have watched a little bit of Powerpuff Girls. I mean, I've seen bits and pieces of the episodes, I think on YouTube or something, like clips of the show on YouTube. And yeah, I have seen a little bit in bits and pieces of the show before, and all I can say is the Powerpuff Girls, yeah, I gotta say, it's a good show for what it is, and probably one of Cartoon Network's best shows that they ever aired on television. Like, mostly the 1998 series, like the one from 1998, because, yeah, the 2016 reboot, like the revival, was not all that good. And, oh yeah, and of course, the live-action CW reboot of the Powerpuff Girls that they did that years ago, they canceled it. Which I think it's probably for the best that they canceled the CW live-action reboot of the Powerpuff Girls, because if it was still released, then it would have sucked. Because nothing can top the original Powerpuff Girls from 1998, and after watching this movie, I gotta say, this movie was actually pretty great in my opinion. I actually really enjoyed it for what it is for a Powerpuff Girls movie, and that this movie plays out as a prequel before the events of the show. Because this movie mainly talks about on how the Powerpuff Girls were created, and of course they end up playing a game of tag, and they almost destroy the city of Townsville. And of course, Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubbles, all three of them had to stop Mojo Jojo from taking over the city. And yeah. And I gotta say, the animation itself, I think, still holds up to this day for like an animated film released in 2002. And yeah. Yeah, because it's like, we hardly get these types of animated films nowadays, since it's mostly like hand-drawn animation. And of course, it's mostly like staying faithful to the show itself. And yeah, it's like, and I gotta say, the voice acting itself needs no introduction, because I gotta say, the voice acting itself is like really good. Like Roger L. Jackson does a great job as Mojo Jojo. He's also Ghostface from Scream. Yeah, and I gotta say, the three main voice actresses who played Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubbles, like they all did a really great job. Like Tara Strong, Kathy Cavadini, and Elizabeth Daly, they all do a great job playing these characters. And yeah. And of course, some of you guys may remember, or in case some of you guys didn't know, I actually got to meet Tara Strong at the Baltimore Comic-Con during my first time going to Comic-Con back in 2019. And yeah, it was so cool meeting Tara Strong at Comic-Con. Yeah. Yeah, and I gotta say, all the voice actors do a great job in this film, and yeah, even though the runtime's very short, like this movie's like 73 minutes, so despite its very short runtime, I gotta say it was easy to sit through, and I hardly felt a thing. Yeah, the pacing itself, I thought it didn't really feel rushed in my opinion, from my perspective. And like the movie's rated PG, and for nonstop, frenetic animated action. Yeah, the movie's rated PG, even though sometimes this movie can feel like a G-rated film for in some parts, but yeah, this movie's rated PG anyway, and yeah, and of course, as you can see for my DVD copy of the Powerpuff Girls, this DVD that I got from eBay actually came in a different looking DVD case than what like old Warner Brothers DVD releases had that little clip thing like on the side of the DVD here. My DVD copy of this movie came with the usual DVD case of what you're seeing right now. But yeah, this is an official print. It's not like a bootleg or anything. This is an official print of the movie. Yeah, and it's still the same disc so no problem with that. Yeah, so yeah, in order to prove for that, here you go. Yep, it's just the same old disc, nothing wrong with it. And yeah. So, oh yeah, and of course, this DVD of the Powerpuff Girls movie, and since I recently got this DVD on eBay, like before watching it, this DVD will be shown in my next physical media update video. So, I think my next physical media update should be uploaded by this Tuesday, May 27th. So, stay tuned for that. And the special features on the DVD include like cast interviews with new animation, like the character interviews, behind the scenes and deleted scenes, character commentaries and director commentary, theatrical trailer, Cartoon Network sneak peeks. Oh yeah, and even after watching this movie, I watched the bonus features and I actually saw the Dexter's Laboratory short that was included on this DVD. Dexter's Laboratory bonus cartoon Chicken Scratch. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good short from Dexter's Laboratory. Yeah, so what more can I say about this movie? It's a great movie for what it is, and the character designs for the three Powerpuff Girls, like Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubbles, like the character designs are cute, are cute enough and adorable enough for like our three main characters, and yeah, and for the movie itself, it's a great movie to watch, and and I think when you think about it, this movie is also very underrated too, because I think there's hardly anyone who's ever talked about this film. I think it's mainly because I think this movie had bad marketing, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why this movie didn't do well at the box office. And I think Craig McCracken, the director of this film, said that he prefers doing TV shows instead of movies like this. Yeah, also could be another reason why this movie is not available anywhere on streaming and digital. I mean, it was at first on HBO Max when it first launched like 5 years ago on May 27, 2020. But I think sometime later this movie was deleted from the streaming service, and now even to this day this movie's not available anywhere on streaming and digital. So had to pick up the DVD on eBay to watch it, and I enjoyed it. Yeah. So overall, the Powerpuff Girls movie is a great movie released in 2002, and I'm going to give the Powerpuff Girls movie 4 stars out of 5. I enjoyed it. So yeah, if you haven't watched this movie in a really long time, and if you just want to rewatch of the Powerpuff Girls, then I say this is a good one to rewatch to some of you guys out there who have seen this movie before. Like it's a good movie to watch if you're bored one day, and there you have it. And there you go, guys. That's my movie review on the Powerpuff Girls movie. And that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. And if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And also make sure to like this video as well. With that being said, until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying goodbye, everybody, and that's about it.